we have some movement happening on the charts in crypto right now as we speak. It is Monday, February 17th. It's 11:49 p.m. And if you didn't see in the Discord or the video that I had put out or the email that I had sent out yesterday regarding ZBEC network, ZBCN, the ticker, we're seeing some movement. And I got to show that chart. I got to show what's going on with Bitcoin because Bitcoin was teetering on the edge. It's holding steady right now, but we got to check the momentum on it. We're going to dive into Ondo. We're going to dive into Flare as well too because the broski in the Discord asked. So we're going to go into those. And then we're going to go and check the macro drivers because now we're heading into traditional markets going to be opened up tomorrow. So we need to gauge it. We need to get a pulse on the start of this week because this week is going to be critical for how the rest of this month plays out, of course. But really, where are we at in this macro bull run here? You know, altcoins getting decimated, Bitcoin hanging on the edge at around 90K. What's next? This is the week that's going to decide it all and ultimately the trend for this bull run. So if you're new here, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment. Now let's dive into it. Also, let me know in the comments too if you picked up some ZBCN yesterday when we had covered. And I got to pull up the Discord. And if you're not already in the Discord, link is in the bio. All right, so here we go. Here it is. Yeah, I put the Bitcoin trapdoor springboard this week, repair now. And then we had Detro, got to shout him out again, asking about ZBCN. And we were right at the upper channel. And that was when ZBCN was at 0.01, basically 0.013, right? Currently, we're trading at 0.015. Let's go to how the events unfolded. We saw the belly of the beast, a breakout above it, what we saw with XCN and everything. And then I had to do the video. I had to do the 2025 breaking on that because we're doing it. And then we saw a nice big green beanstalk up to retest these highs. And we're higher than that point even right now. So ever since the talk of the ZBCN yesterday, we've been steady going up, which is a good sign. But is it going to fail us like Flare? Even though we still have faith in Flare, we're going to cover Flare. Is it going to roll back over or are we about to send it up like XCN? That's what we're going to take a look at here. Also, I forgot, I'm going to cover ACH as well too. And that's going to be the next 2025 price prediction video as well. So let's get back to the chart. We're now at these levels. We went as high as actually as 0.0017. So we're talking just from yesterday, it was up a cool 33%. Not bad, but we want more. We're looking for a 10x. So if we take a look here, now with the new price data on the chart, remember, and if you haven't already seen the 2025 video on it, you got to watch it. But I'll recap a little bit. If we were to pull down, we absolutely need to hold the daily body candles above the belly of the beast, which is around 0.001225. Right now, we have a 1 day prepare to sell soon on it. If you look to the left, the only 1 day prepare to sell soon to ever flash on it was back here in like December. And that was actually the top rate to sell and then we roll back over. But I feel as if going to some higher time frames, we can look at, well, the 4 days finally getting above that 0 TSI. You know, so we're seeing on some medium to high time frames, this could actually be the big move. And notice how back here, the body of the candle on the 5 day chart, it's closed within the beast. It couldn't get out. It was trying. It wicked. And in 1 day and 20 hours, if we close above here, we got a confirmed breakout out of the beast. And that's going to be our telltale sign that we're running. And look at this zero line in the TSI. Look at the TSI right at the zero line, getting ready to smash up right through it. So where are we at right now, right? I had said, if we break the 786, which we did on the micro fib with the Stargate fib forecaster, then we can go ahead and target the 2618. Which is right at this level right here, 0.0045. So we're talking from where it's at now, we're talking about a 3x up to there. And if we were to say we just smash up through that level and just keep going, I mean, we have the 4236 right up here coinciding with the 2618, which is coinciding with the top of the hot zone. So that's our 10x. That's going to be our money target, holding it all the way through, especially since it's only at like a 90 million market cap, kind of like what XCN was when it was doing the same thing back in January. So I'm liking it. I'm liking this a lot as far as ZBCN. I might even add on to it. You know, it's one of those. It looks like it might be one of those for a top gainer in February heading into March here. So now let's go to ACH. So ACH is interesting because if we look here, we had a buy in the beast. We came up, had a sell, came back in the beast, a buy, and then we had a sell. And then recently, when we gone into the beast, we trying to break up, rejection, got above, we tried support. No, but we're still getting in it. But here it was a clean bounce straight off the top of the beast. And right now we're at this 786. You know, a lot of charts are looking like they're at that pressure cooker point where if we see just a little bit more of a push up with some juice and some sauce, we could see some new all-time highs getting hit and some hot zones being pressed up to. So if we see here a break, I mean, we're talking 5-6% higher, then we're going to quickly move up to the 786 up here, which that alone is a pretty substantial move. We're talking 48%, around 50%. We're talking if we can smash up just 5 to 10%, we're going to see a 50% move up to this 786 here. And then remember, if you break a 786, you can target the 2618. So if we break above here and hold above 0.0035, then we could likely target the bottom of the hot zone there around 12.5 cents, bottom of the hot zone. But if we break above this 786 up here, then we can target the 2618, the red one, which is coinciding with the top of the hot zone. So we got 12 cents and 24 cents for ACH on the higher end, and we're sitting at 0.033. We're talking about some pretty big moves that could be made here based off of this week and kind of what we do. Is it going to be a trapdoor or a springboard? Bitcoin's going to be the decider of that. So let's take a look here. Let's go to Bitcoin and let's see what we did. So if we go to the 1-day chart, we can see that we pressed, or we're still just, you know, coiling up right at the convergence point here. You know, so we really only have till like Wednesday to make a big decision here. Looking at the momentum, we're still just kind of treading along. All it's going to take is one little catalyst, one little poke up in the momentum and the macro environment to coincide, a news event, whatever it may be, to just send this up, and it'll push up in a big way. If you're asking my opinion, what I think, not a financial advisor, not financial advice, I believe that we're going to see continuation, something like this, but it was stretched out more. So like that. I still believe that's in the cards here. We could, though, come down and retest down here before V bottoming out of there and then coming right back up and doing it. So we're not quite out of the woods yet, because we could see a move down like that first and then a V bottom right up, which gives us that juice to just send it up to new highs and leave people behind. So either we bottom here or we bottom around 87K to potentially 80K, could even see a wick down to the mid 70s. But all we know is I believe that there's one more push up for Bitcoin, which means altcoins and their altcoin season are just around the corner. Is it a matter of, do we need to see a V bottom first, or are we ready to send it up now and just send it? I still believe these next 90 days are going to be the biggest that we've seen yet, at least for the altcoins, since they've just gotten decimated the past few months, most of them, besides a select few. So let's take a look now at the others altcoin chart, because on the 3-day, if you look here, you can see that we have a prepare to buy soon, no buy now yet. The last time we saw that was June of 2024. Previous times we saw that was June of 2023, December of 2022, you know, like at the bear market bottoms here, 2023, 2022. So like we're so oversold in the grand scheme of things, because since 2022, it's been 2 years. We've seen the signal flash 3 times previously, and we're doing it for the 4th right now in a bull market. So it's just insane how oversold, undervalued the altcoin market is as a collective, but that doesn't mean there's not some outperformers a part of that. So that's going to cover that as far as that goes, waiting for the buy now and the momentum to kick back up. If we were to go lower, where do you think we're going to go? Just like back in the August wickening, we're going to touch the top of the beast. We're going to touch the top of the beast. So unless we've already bottomed out. So now let's take a look at the macro drivers real quick, smell them out. Let's see how we're shaping up. The 1-day on the dollar is finding some support right now. Same with the bond yields. Let's look at the US Russell 2000. We are getting hung up, but yeah, too close to call. We got to wait till tomorrow. Here. So now we're going to cover Ondo and Flare, and that's going to be it. And then I'm going to go into and ring off, rattle off, cook up. We're going to dish up a bunch of 2025 price prediction videos all through the night, and I'm just going to send them off all this week for all the coins. So let me now go into Flare as far as this market update, and let's see where Flare's at. We saw buy now as a recent, and then we're basically messing around with the top of the beast, but we are holding the 1-day market structure ribbon right now. I really would like to see Flare turn around and get above the beast and hold above it confidently. We want to see some confidence out of Flare above the beast. And then we want to see ultimately, if we change the fib here to swing trade, let me go to now a 12-hour chart or 6-hour. So right now all the fibs are pointing down. Actually, so we had the low to the high up here. We actually just retested the macro 786. So the must hold level I want to see flare hold is around 0.0205, 0.0205, and then also see this momentum curl back up ASAP. And I believe, like, looking at, I mean, you look back to February 11th to this period here, like February 14th, it was like the last time where I had like a dip like this, and looking at the movement of the TSI and the MACD similar as well too. It was around, 2 days. And then here we're talking about 3 days right now. So we're getting close for a curl back up for flare here, in my opinion. And now we're getting close to that zero line in the TSI as well too, which is perfect, because if we can confidently rip up above that zero line, we're flipping the trend. And as you can see here, we haven't been able to see flare go into that firework mode, that price discovery, because since January, breaking down below the zero line, we haven't been able to get above. We poked above recently, but this could be the calm before the storm, it gearing up, charging up and juicing up to then confidently get above that zero line in the TSI, and then go for one of its big moves like it did back January, like it did back in December as well too. So as far as flare goes, even going on the 1-day chart, I mean, seeing that buy now signal, solid, nothing to worry about. We're right on top of the beast, and we know where we're at in the macro trend here of the market. We're actually right on the 786. So what more can you get as far as a solid concrete support floor where we're at right now? If we were to go lower, the market tanks because we see the trapdoor scenario pan out. Likely flare will come to 0.0155, which is the 2618 breakdown extension, and very likely is a 786 from this low to the high up here, right on the money, you love to see it. So yeah, 786 macro, 2618 breakdown, that's where we would go if we were to see the whole market collapse and come down for one more blood moment before ultimately ripping up for a big all season. So that's flare, and then we'll cover Ondo. So if you haven't already seen the Ondo 2025 price prediction video, then join the Discord, link in the bio. It's recent. I have a Moonshots channel on there. Also, you can just scroll back to the previous couple of videos. It's there on YouTube. Let me go to it here. So I'd covered it in depth in that video, so definitely check that out. But as far as right now, there was a scenario that I said, hey, we got to watch this to see if it's doing something similar to it, like back here. And I mean, we are feeling that, we're saying right, see how we're here below the market, green to red market structure ribbon, having these equal lows here. We're at this moment. What remains to be unseen is, are we going to see that drop down, that capitulation, go sideways, then go up? We would see that drop down likely to the top of the beast, the 4236 extension as well too, 88 cents for Ondo, if we were to see that. But that's why I said this week is so critically important, because it's going to tell us, are we going to see a trapdoor? Are we going to see a springboard? You let me know in the comments what you want to see. You want one more chance to scoop it up lower? Or would you rather have it send it now? You let me know in the comments. So that's Ondo, that's Flare, that's ZBCN, that's Alchemy, Bitcoin, others, and then the macro drivers as well too. So that's going to be it. That's the market update for today/tomorrow. And I will be cooking up a bunch of 2025 price prediction videos all throughout the night. And then I'm going to post those out. And then Bobby's going to take a nap, because I don't even remember when the last time I slept was. So definitely going to go into a coma for a day or two, but I want to shoot those videos out, give you the levels to watch, this, that, and the other thing, give you the scenario so you guys know what's up. And then, I'll be heading into a coma, but I'm going to make sure it's maybe a day, ideally looking just for a few hours, because the market, like I said, trapdoor is springboard, but I can't be staying up again. So I'm going to do all these videos, dish them out, and then I'm going to nap for a bit. So I'll see you guys in the Discord, links in the bio for that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.